Welcome to the Chrissy, Sam and Brownie podcast. Pang out, Dave O'Neill in.
Yes, and Tommy Lee also out.
Whoa.
He's got his junk out on Instagram, and it's inspired some pretty great jokes, I'm going to say.
I wouldn't call it junk.
Timber.
That's a V8.
Jousting stick.
I've seen it.
Tommy Lee, Tommy Ballard in.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, very funny man.
Yes.
And you'll have a look at hear my diary of all the gigs that I do. Oh, there's some doozies
I've
coming
got
up.
one for the glass people. You can open up with, I'm not sure how to frame this segment.
I like it.
Like that?
Even the opening is good. I'll open this up.
Oh, I'll use that.
That'll make sense. Enjoy the podcast. Also, Swanee has so many dick jokes. Enjoy them.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning, and welcome to your Friday.
Welcome to your Friday, Christine. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Do you know why you're hearing this noise? Noise.
No.
Theme song.
No, why?
Because Cripper got off at the AFL Appeals Tribunal last night.
It's Mystic Brownie.
I know.
He predicted this.
Swanee.
And we got receipts here, Swan.
I think he should get off. I think it's a football incident.
He got off.
Have you been whispering into the ears of the tribunal?
It was yes. It was a full moon last night, Swanee. I leant out the window and I just whispered into there, Cripper.
Yeah.
Should get off and be allowed to play against Melbourne.
And then Kyle said,
This
"Are you all
week.
right, big fella?"
She actually did.
How many you had?
She said, "Big fella, take your
Dog collar off.
take your collar off." And she led me to the bedroom first. And she took the dog collar off.
Sure,
and then I felt vindicated because it came back. And the full moon, just minutes later, just sent back down from the universe. The Cripper is free to play. Well done to Carlton supporters. Well done to everyone. I'm excited. I think it's better. The game's better when Cripper's out there.
Agreed.
And they're more of a chance that they can win, which they need to do to make the final swing.
I've noticed an expression on Jonathan's face today
Yeah.
that I've not seen before.
Is
I mean,
it-
we're all fully aware of the victory sip, which is when you say something and then you have a drink.
No matter
straight
what the
after.
liquid.
No matter what the liquid. I've seen victory sips with coffee, with
Listerine.
water.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got a victory smirk
Oh, yeah.
today.
Yeah.
And he knew, full moon or not, the Cripper was going to get off.
It's
And
fantastic.
you look vindicated and
I feel
satisfied.
vindicated. I feel Brodie reckons it's a conspiracy by the AFL for ticket sales.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised.
Can you believe it?
I
Wouldn't
can.
be surprised.
But also, when we're talking about the incident, right, I'd never watched the incident. And then last night I watched the incident, and Jesus, man.
Well, the player was knocked out.
Yes.
But hey, it's a contact sport.
I know that.
It's like saying motor racing. Motor racing's great, but if there's a crash, no, we're not allowed to play it anymore.
No, good point.
I agree with you.
No, you reckon,
I
Swanee?
agree. There is going to be, particularly, you and I agree,
Yeah.
in the not even few seconds, because that's quite a long time.
The split
in
second.
the split second that you've got to make a decision, sometimes it's not going to be the right one, but it's going to be within the realm
Absolutely.
of reasonable.
And you're from a different time as well, Swanee.
That's right.
Not these bloody lately,
Hey, what?
Johnny come latelys.
I'll bash you, John.
With all these softies.
I'll put you down.
Mate, you're a pansy.
I'm a proud pansy.
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, I'm
Probably
not sure.
not.
I'm not sure.
It's too early, don't even think about it. Well done to all the Carlton supporters. Get excited for tomorrow night. Get along and support your team. And watch them lose.
And support the conspiracy that the AFL is as corrupt as FIFA.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Whether you've been craving the ocean, snow, mountains, or city lights, there are so many possibilities for you and your next trip.
Make up for missed holidays and explore more of Oz with whatif.com.
Jump online or on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Brownie's Bad News.
Full disclosure, there's no pot of gold at the end of this
there's not.
rainbow.
It's a sad story. Nothing worse when couples don't get along. In this case, I'm going to take you over to California.
Heard of it.
Where an American woman was arrested last week for allegedly poisoning her husband.
Oh.
Yu, who's 45 years old. She's a dermatologist from Southern California.
Okay.
Or California,
Was it
as I like to call it.
Thanks, John.
So, thank you. Heard of it. Was it accidental poisoning?
Well, Not sure about that because she was busted by the cops.
What?
Who served her a search warrant of the couple's $2.5 million mansion. That's US too, Swanee. So
And where was the mansion? Where was it?
It was in Southern California.
Thank you.
The coppers turned up with the warrant and said, "Stick 'em up."
Did they?
Let us in. And they went in there. Swanee.
Stick 'em up, they went with.
Stick 'em up, let us in, followed by what you didn't see, dear listener, a butcher's wink. To me.
Yeah, he used 53-year-old husband Jack Chen.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Chen, C-H-E-N, not Jackie Chan, told police he'd been suffering from an unexplained ailment for about a month. He'd been violently sick as well. His condition became increasingly worse, and based on the husband examining his routine and looking at what was causing it, or what could be causing it, he grew suspicious of his wife. He grew suspicious of you, and he put a hidden camera in place that went on to capture her poisoning him.
Love that.
What was she using? And
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah,
I don't know. Was it in his coffee?
Well,
or...
Bill Bingham, the sheriff.
Yeah.
He wouldn't reveal any more details. So Big
Bill.
Billy, he let us down, Billy boy. Now, Yu's husband of 10 years, Jack, turned over the video evidence to authorities because he was just well enough that he could hit stop on the recorder, going, bingo, I've got her. And then he could hand it over to Bill Bingham, and then they could go through it all.
And he'd get healthy and live a full life.
And then he collapsed in a screaming heap, suffering sustained, significant internal injuries, Swanee.
Did it use the word in a screaming heap?
A screaming heap, absolutely.
That's a rough...
Wow.
He sustained significant internal injuries, including a broken heart.
Oh.
You like that?
Yeah.
Is that what took him out in the end? Or was it
Well,
strychnine?
no. Now he's mending it with the love and support of a mistress half his age.
Oh, so that's a...
That's a happy story.
Happy ending, isn't it? You see, I flipped it. I flipped it around.
I've got to be
So
honest.
Jackie Chen's living his best life.
Yeah.
While she's just having a long, hard think about it while she's sitting in a cell in Southern California.
Your Honour, may I approach the bench?
Yes.
I think I've worked out the reason why Yu was poisoning Jack in the first place.
You know what?
Because that seems very soon to be moving on with someone you've just met.
Good
I'm
point.
guessing that Jack and this woman half his age knew each other before / during the poisoning, and Yu was mad about that.
Yes. And then he fell down in a screaming heap.
In a screaming heap.
Oh, well, there you go. Sometimes bad news stories end up good.
Oh, yeah.
You just never know, do
Good
you?
for Jack Chen anyway. Not sure about the wife.
This is the Chrissy, Sam and Brownie podcast.
It's Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on over 100. It's time for the home viewer quiz.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
I'm
Now,
playing for James at Dandenong North. Hello, James.
James, good morning, friend.
How you going?
Yes.
So you've fallen victim to the great monkey bars as a child. They should be outlawed.
Absolutely.
Broke your arm.
Playing in.
Listen to that voice. A lot of timber in that voice.
A
from
lot of
James.
timber. You can take over his sick day, Jimmy boy.
And Jonathan, you're playing for Josh in Tutkarook. Good morning, Joshy.
Hey, how you going?
Pretty good.
Two great voices.
Good voices,
Hey,
Josh.
Josh, I wonder if you could say hello to James and James say hello back.
Hello, Jimmy. How you going, Joshy? Good, man. Good.
Jimmy's slightly deeper than Josh,
Yeah.
but they're both sexy.
I'm enjoying
Sexy
this.
voices. Let's
Correct.
go.
I'm really enjoying it.
One of these sexy voiced men will win a knife block, a real flash one, a Fury knife block for
What does it
Minimax. This knife block, it slices, it dices, it gives advices. And it's from Minimax. Buzzer check, please. Chrissy
I think Swanee Juggernaut get a Fury.
And
Want some mini backs?
Fury knives are amazing.
Off the hook, would you say?
Yeah.
Question one, which legendary tennis player just...
Juggernaut.
Serena Williams.
I will miss her because I wanted her to beat old mate's record. What's the lady that's a
Margaret
bit funny with
Court.
gay people? Yes. What is the Roman numeral for 100?
Juggernaut.
John.
Oh, Jesus. That's done me in because V's for L. That's 50.
Swan free hit.
M.
Incorrect. Needed C, gang. C.
C's it.
Oh, shit.
There are a lot of planets up there. Which one is furthest from the sun?
This one.
Come on, have a dig.
Mars.
Was Pluto. I'm going to go with Neptune.
Well done, Nerdburger. 2-0.
Thank you.
You got this, man.
Who was the first person eliminated from The Masked Singer?
Juggernaut.
Oh, Swanee, come on.
The first person eliminated was Toadfish Rebecca.
Correct, this is what he sounded like.
My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone.
That's hot.
Oh, hey.
Can I tell you, Peg does the best Mel B impersonation.
Yeah?
Yeah, she goes, that's Samantha Jade. I know you.
John, 1 off the win, and the next question is, what is a male duck called?
Juggernaut.
A male duck.
Yeah, brother.
Donald.
Wayne Carey.
Oh, neither.
Wayne Carey.
Both
yes.
great joke answers.
Oh, and what are the great guys as well. Wayne
Swanee.
Carey. Let's talk more about him. What a great guy.
He is a great guy.
Gross.
Free hit.
Gross.
Free hit.
No idea.
Drake.
I know when that hotline blink.
Yes. Who's Drake?
Drake is the
I
answer.
know when that hotline blink.
What about the North Melbourne? What about the Premiership reunion last week, Swan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, No, that's a whole talk break, which we've been avoiding for some reason.
What happened? Tell me. I just can't wait to hear. Was he being a great guy again?
Steve Owen Duck Day.
Did anyone get glassed or
Probably.
just fun hijinks like that?
Yeah, horseplay.
Awesome.
They crossed swords at the reunion.
Who hosts Channel 9's The 100?
Juggernaut.
For the win, Big John.
Just get
Has
it.
to be Andy
please.
Leader.
It does, yes.
Ba-da-da.
Josh.
So Josh and Tukkaruk.
On your
Josh, you won a knife block that slices, dices, and gives advices. What is the first question you're going to consult your knife block about?
I'm just going to say how it will cut up some nice duck.
Yes.
Drake.
Hey, James.
James.
I'm sorry I didn't get across the line for you, James.
Oh, that's all right. It was a sharp effort on your part.
It's not phone sex, Swanee.
How did you know that that's what I'm doing?
Don't you know it's not phone sex?
It could be. It could be.
Absolutely.
It could be.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Tell you what else is cool.
Yes.
This photo's gone viral. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 middle-aged, dark-haired men wearing exactly the same clothes.
And?
Puffer jacket,
Yes.
jeans, and I'm going to say R.M. Williams boots.
Absolutely.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What happens to us when we get to that age?
I've got to say, once I discovered a puffer jacket, I've never looked back. Mine's not like that. Mine's more of a bomber.
Your puffer jacket
God,
isn't
they're
a problem.
warm.
Yours is not a problem.
It's not?
No.
This is, I'm on the hunt for a collective noun.
Oh, yeah.
For a group of middle-aged Melburnian men, specifically, wearing puffer jackets. Now, collective nouns, this is a word nerd game that I play with my kids. We'll come up with things and we think of a collective noun. If you're not a word nerd like me, collective noun is like, a colony of ants.
Yes.
Or a drake. I know a drake is a single duck.
No, a drake is a single duck. A pod of dolphins.
Murder of crows.
A murder of crows. A thunder of hippopotami.
Love that.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah. And a company of parrots.
That's charming.
I've got
Pride of Lions.
Pride of Lions. 13, 24, 10. What would be the collective noun for a group of middle-aged men in black puffer jackets?
Great question. What do you got, Swan?
Can I
I've
throw
got a
one
couple.
out?
Yeah, you can go.
A jamboree of jacket wearers.
A jamboree.
That's quite nice, John. I like
It's
that a
nice.
lot.
Well, I've got a kind one
Oh, yeah?
because it is cold in Melbourne,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna start kind. A logic
A logic.
of jacket wearers. A logic of puffer jacket wearers.
Not bad.
A logic.
Not bad, not bad.
This is a logical choice.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah.
And then on the
that's
other
smart.
end,
I see where you're coming from there.
the other end is a wank of puffer jacket
Oh,
wearers.
that's very good, Swan.
Yes.
That's a good collective noun.
I think a wank's probably more likely for this photo.
Yeah. What
Couple of
about
dodgy looking characters in there.
what about cluster puff?
I like it.
Yeah, cluster puff
Huh?
works.
A cluster puff
Huh?
of puffer jacket wearers.
Pretty good, huh?
Would you do, if we weren't on air, would you do the ruder version of that?
Nah, because you have to take out the F for the P. It's a cluster puff.
It's a cluster puff.
What, you got one, Jackie?
Yeah. I think it should be a packet of puffers.
A packet of puffers. That's cute. Okay. Anyone else in there going to contribute?
Also, check the pockets.
Check the pockets.
Correct.
Packets. Yeah. 13, 24, 10. Play our word nerd game.
Yeah,
This has been posted by Mark McGowan, not the WA guy.
Right.
He's a journo, and he's pictured in the centre. With some shame, he's reposted it.
What is your best collective noun for a group of middle-aged men in puffer jackets?
Specifically Melburnians. You've seen them everywhere. You may be one of them. Helen from Pakenham, what is your collective noun for these puffer jacket wearers?
Hi, I've got a huddle of puffs because people huddle together because it's cold.
That is true. A huddle is good.
That's good, Helen. Nice.
Yes.
Helen, thank
Taken
you.
words.
Everyone, by the way, is going to go see the horror film The Invitation in cinemas August 25 and be in the running for first class of 50K.
Yes.
Paul from Altona, what is your collective noun for this group of 5 men wearing identical puffer jackets?
Hi, guys. My word is plethora of puffer jackets.
In a sentence, please, Paul.
There is a plethora of puffer jacket wearers in that area.
Like that.
It got a bit long on you, Paulie.
What do you mean?
Well, it got long. Like, it's got to be a bit more succinct. Paulie had it right the first time. A plethora of puffers. Bang.
That's it, bang.
There you go. They just stopped there,
There
Paulie.
you go.
Sorry,
Bang.
Paul.
Well, I'm in that age bracket too, so I'm probably one of those wearers.
You've got one, haven't you?
I have, yes.
And, I mean, look,
dear.
just between you and me, they're life-changing, aren't they?
Well, they keep me warm, I know that.
Yes.
Yep. Do you ever feel like you're conforming, though, Paul, and you just wanted the other sheep?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
A sheeple. A sheeple.
Yes.
A puffer jacket.
So Paulie's one of those that is part of the, what do you call it? A wank of puffers.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. Garth from Trafalgar. Garthy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, mate. What have you got?
I've got a vape of puffer jackets.
Oh, I like that.
And why? Why is that?
Because it's the vibe of that generation.
On Flinders Lane, you see people huddled, vaping in puffers.
That's it.
Exactly.
I like it. A vape. Do you like my word nerd game, Garth? Are you a bit of a word nerd?
Garthy boy?
For any words you say, Chrissy.
Oh, he likes
wow, here we go.
Oh, God, the show so far is so sexually charged, and I'm here for it.
He likes any word you say.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like it. I like it too.
Simon, everyone, as I said, is off to The Invitation, a new horror film, August 25. It's in cinemas. Simon.
Good morning, guys. How are we?
Good morning, Simon.
I have a broken of puffer jackets.
A broken?
Yeah, well, Dino asked the question, what happens to us at that age? And basically, we're all just broken.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Great news for your Friday. Dave O'Neill is here.
Oh, yes. I'm a bit raided. My house got raided by the FBI.
Oh, really?
My last words were, they're not my plants, they're Dino's.
Yes.
Just looking after them for a friend.
Tomato plants.
Mate, you still get in trouble even if you're looking after them.
Apparently.
We're going to go down together.
I think I've worked out the worst knife wound you can get. Because I've had a few in my time.
Really?
Flick knife, switchblade.
Yes, of course. Back where you grew up.
Butter knife. Yeah, Mitchum, the hard streets to
God,
Mitchum.
Butterfly knife.
Oh, man, you've been on a scout camp when a Cubs came at you with a bit of plastic cutlery. That's when you've accused them of cheating on the knot tying exercise.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, Swiss Army knife was one that the scouts would bring out. Don't get me with the toothpick.
My sister, my young bloke, Jackie boy, he went home. He's got a little, like a flick knife, but it's more of a tool. It's more
What
of
are you doing, Jonathan?
it's more of a tool, a thing that he uses to build stuff.
Oh, of course.
With his tools. It's like a Swiss Army knife, one of those sort of tradies knives.
Yeah.
And his older sister, stole his bike down the park with the babysitter, and so he had his little flick knifey thing on, and he chased her around the park with this knife.
Bam, bam!
And I got a panic phone call from the babysitter screaming, and to come down to the park to save the family situation.
The mean streets of Canterbury.
Yeah, mean streets of Canterbury. I got down there and he's hiding under a tree.
I thought Ringwood was
Bet he
rough.
was. I just love how you're such a sweet kid. You're like, he's just using it to, build stuff. Why has he got it on his person?
And chasing his sister as a weapon.
God.
I still remember the time when there
You
were...
got your work cut out for you with those kids, Brownie.
It's bad parenting.
We had...
bad parenting by Kylie.
Good parent. Yeah, exactly.
By Kylie.
When we had the Mitchum boys at school and stuff, and then they asked me and my friends if we wanted to be the little Mitchum boys, like a subgroup.
Yeah.
But we said no. All right, we're either in the Mitchum boys. We're not the little Mitchum boys. Anyway.
Like the Bloods and the Crips.
Yeah, exactly. But I reckon I've worked out the worst knife wound you can get.
What is that?
It's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
What do you reckon it is? What sort of blade cuts you the worst in the kitchen? Chrissy, you're a chef. You're a cook. Don't answer that.
I don't know.
The serrated edge of the alfoil box.
Oh!
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hurts so much.
So bad. So bad.
They're fine cuts too.
Oh, yeah. And I got on the top of my thumb last night, ripping it off. Oh, it was so bad. But you know they've banned them in prisons. Do you know that?
Really?
They've banned alfoil. Yeah. Did you not read Chopper's 11th book, Those Maggots Deserve to Die?
I didn't read that. I didn't. Is there a whole chapter?
There's a whole chapter on the alfoil. Do you want to hear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is him narrating. It might sound a bit like me.
Do you want some music under it or something?
We need a bit of Chopper sinister.
Okay.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, Marley.
Where's he buried? Go and see in his grave.
Oh, I was in the showers. I sound like Brownie.
You do.
I was in the showers when Roy Goose Marvin came at me. He accused me of stealing his ciggies, which I had been.
Yeah.
But it's only because he stole my Snickers bar. He came at me with the serrated edge of the alfoil box. Not to be outdone, I pulled out the serrated edge of the baking paper box. There was blood everywhere. It was a fight to the death until the guards came running in. They had the large serrated edge from the catering box of Glad Wrap. That did us all. From that day on, no Glad Wrap, alfoil or baking paper in the prisons of Melbourne. Can you believe that?
What I don't understand is it's still flimsy. How are you going to hurt someone with it? Like,
well,
can't
you double it over? Wouldn't you double it over?
Yes, you double over like a weapon.
Backwards and forwards. So you'd have quite a few sort of double back against each
Smart,
other.
John.
Surprisingly sharp.
It is sharp. And you know the other thing I love about Glad Wrap and alfoil? They have those little stickers now that says end of roll approaching.
Oh, my God.
You like the end of roll approaching? They should have that in relationships, you know? Little sticker appears. End of relationship approaching.
This is the Chrissy, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Dave O'Neill's in, and just to take you behind the scenes here, I'm fascinated with what's happening at both of your households, Swanee and Jonathan. You got a series of kids trying to get out of school today, and what they're rolling with is pretty pathetic.
I've got an earache and a sore ankle.
One person. Bam Bam.
It's Bam Bam. Too bad. Going to school.
And your boy can't go to school because...
Oh, he got home too late from the guitar recital last night.
Wow.
I heard them come in at 8:30.
Dave, what happened to, like, faking sick, heating up a thermometer on a light globe?
Exactly.
Work for the day off.
Man, we were sent to school in iron lung. Our parents didn't care.
Absolutely.
Well, they're saying that to Swanee. The problem with COVID, now it's become an expectation. You just have a day off whenever you want.
Yeah.
So whereas it used to be black and white, back in the day, I'm sounding like an back in our day, but pre-COVID, it was black and white.
Yeah.
You go to school.
Well, we had a cold.
Or you've got a raging bloody temperature where you can't go to school. Now, a lot of grey. There's a grey area there, Swanee. The kids are sort of, it's murky waters.
Your kids aren't even trying to sell it, though. I mean,
They just don't realise.
Come on.
The reason my kid's got an earache is because he's got referred jaw pain from the amount. Because his jaw doesn't stop moving for 14 hours.
Wait, eats?
Mate.
Yeah, he likes it. He's an old country farmer kid.
Mate,
Bam Bam talks a lot.
Does not stop talking.
He's better than Terry Donna at a Sportsman's Day.
Oh, I've experienced that.
Now, I brought up your kids as well because normally I do my pitch segment here, but instead I'm bringing up that billy cart race I'm doing in November. This is me hurtling down a hill in a custom-made billy cart. And just a reminder, I've got a few designs. The competition is you win $1,000 for your design. You don't have to build it. We just pay you for the blueprints of the design. You understand?
Fantastic.
Who's going to build it?
Well, we're hiring someone.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So go to the win page at Nova 100 for your designs. But Jonathan, my question to you regarding Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Because he's on my team. He's
one of the engineers.
Can he, as a parent, you have to decide now, can he come down the hill with me in the billy cart?
Absolutely.
Really?
Fine.
Bring the flick knife.
All right, there is a jump in this race. There's a jump in this race.
Yeah, that's okay.
There's a jump.
Yeah,
okay.
man. Yeah.
You've got a hard head. You'll be fine.
I love this.
You can wear a helmet, can't you?
How quick?
Yeah, of course he can.
Mate, safety.
He'll
He'll
make sure he's not carrying the flick knife in the car.
He can use that at opposition.
He'll be talking the whole way.
We're going down the hill. Now we're going down the hill. We're going faster. We go faster.
He'll be like a navigator.
Commentating.
In a rally car.
So if we speak to the Red Bull people and you can be under 18 to do this,
yes.
Bam Bam is coming down Lansdale Street in the Red Bull Billy Car.
Co-pilot.
That will be enough to get him to school. That's going to be bribery. I'm about to ring him and say, hey, mate, if you go to school today...
No, not today.
The rest of the year.
Yes.
You'll be hurtling down that hill at Lansdowne Street with Gino the back end of the year.
All right.
Fabulous.
And because, he often says to me, Jackie boy often says to me, I'm more afraid of being nothing than I am of being hurt.
There you go.
Bam Bam says that a lot.
He's 9 years old and he says that to me all the time.
He said it first.
All right, great. So a reminder, get your designs to the Win page or the Nova player. You'll get $1,000 if we use your design. And Bam Bam is coming down the hill.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Tom Ballard. He's an award-winning stand-up comedian who you may have seen on Tonightly with Tom Ballard. He spent 7 years on Triple J and, like Brownie, is a solid Warrnambool boy. See him at Comedy in the West, 7:30 tomorrow night. Tickets at kindredstudios.com.au. Here's Tom.
Welcome back, Tom Ballard.
Morning, everybody. Lovely to see you all.
Oh gosh, the microphone.
The microphone's falling apart.
This is the ABC.
I know. It's back. You're back. Flashback to Triple J.
Flashbacks. Good old
Triple
days.
J. Did you have to say that? Triple J.
Don't say
I don't say that.
the radio station on Nova.
Oh, yeah, it's true. We're on
You're
Nova.
saying it like John Safran as well? Triple J.
Triple J. He was on Triple. Anyway, whatever. He was on Triple J. This benefit at Kindred, that's a great space at Kindred Studios.
It's in the West. It's beautiful. There's a band room. There's a nice little atrium area. There's a bar.
And what a lineup! And it's for the Greens.
We should say this. Yes, I don't want to get political and ruin everyone's morning, but we are raising a bit of cash. State elections coming up. I'm a member of the Greens. I'm a filthy SJW. And we've got amazing comedian friends telling jokes to raise some cash for the campaign.
Geraldine Hickey.
Dave Thornton.
Dave Thornton. Dirk Jai Singer. Kirsty Wiebeck.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
kindredstudios.com.au. It's tomorrow night at 7:30, so you have to get moving. What a lineup. It's
The tickets are almost gone. And I had trouble because we did have the wonderful Harley Breen who was going to do it. Then he had to pull out. He got COVID. He was stuck in New Zealand. No good. So I need a new hilarious comedian to fill in. I reach out to my good friend Sammy Shah. Turns out he's booked for an ALP fundraiser organised by one Dave O'Neill.
What?
Oh, man. You try organising an ALP fundraiser. It's pretty
When you turn up to that
pretty
ALP,
hard.
when you turn up to that fundraiser, Dave, do you wear the T-shirt or?
I've got an
the jumper?
elbow shirt, actually, that my wife got me. I've got an elbow 2022.
Hey, don't you know it ain't easy with Albanese?
I'd imagine, Dave, that you could perfect a very good Albanese impersonation.
Actually, Albanese. That's right.
That's
Hello,
terrible.
Tom. How are you?
That's
not bad.
Me, my son Nathan, and my dog Toto.
Wow, that's pretty racist.
Sit down, Buffhead.
He's a person of colour, okay? He's a proud Italian Australian.
That's true.
And now you're doing the voice.
Well, I mean, we're doing an LP event on the 1st of September at the TOF.
Yep.
And to get people for that, so our lineup, I got me, Limo, Sammy Shah. Hang on.
Geraldine Hickey.
No. I asked Claire Hooper. She said I'm doing the Greens one. So it's really hard to find comedians. I can't ask Yuzi. He's not a fan of Dan. No, I'm not a fan of Dan. You're a fan of Dan.
Jonathan, what comedians are the Liberals rolling out? Rodney Roode, Kevin
Bloody Wilson.
Oh, Paul Murray can host.
I've got Carl Barron over the line.
There's no way.
I doubt it.
There's no way. I always saw myself more as a teal person.
Yeah.
As been pointed out, I'm too fat to be a teal candidate.
What? Really? Why?
Someone said I'm too... Well, all the teal they're all posh, aren't they, the teal candidates?
Are they?
Yeah, they're all posh.
You are not as sexy as the teal candidates, I'm sorry, Dave. You're my brother and I love you, but yeah, you can pull it off.
How's your look for your housemate going, mate?
Yes.
You're on the hunt for a housemate.
Boy, I can't believe I'm still doing this at 32, but I'm out there looking for someone. I was away for 6 months in Tasmania shooting a TV show, then I came back and then my current housemate decided to leave, so I don't know what that says about me as a human being.
Sell it to us, Tom.
Well, it's Living With Me, TV's Tom Ballard from Tonightly. Third bedroom, and I've got some great candidates. The lead candidate at the moment is a guy in New Zealand. He's going to move over here. He seems delightful, but he does have an odd job.
Oh, what is it?
He's a dog groomer and he's an embalmer.
Oh, whoa! An embalmer.
Interesting stories, though.
He I know. I have so many questions.
Yeah.
I don't want him to bring his work home.
No.
I'm worried about
Is he
that, the
embalming,
fridge.
Is he embalming humans or is he going
Humans.
for dogs?
Humans. And I said, never get those two jobs mixed up. You need to know when you're working in the embalming world, when you're grooming dogs.
You don't want to fall asleep on the couch.
Tom, when you were interviewing the embalmer,
embalmer's on.
When you were interviewing, did he just look into the distance as if he was being reminded of dead bodies? Was he a bit weird? No.
I don't think he's into it. I think he's he loves his work and apparently pays very well.
Is he a gothic? Like, be a good job for a gothic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he looks like the Sandman. No, he's
what do they look
he's
like?
a normal guy.
Do they wear a suit? They wear a suit to the office, do they? Or do they wear a
I think work
like a lab
clothes.
coat?
I say lab coat.
I think he was a lovely man with tattoos and a cool beard and I think he enjoys his work, but I just don't want to, necessarily. People talk about the smell. Apparently, embalming is quite
and dog grooming. That they're two particularly stinky jobs. Having said that, it sounds like he'll never be home.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, my
Which is
current
great.
housemate is a pilot, so he's never there either. So
Any other options other than the dog groomer?
Yeah.
there was one guy who got in touch, and the website said it was a partial match to all my preferences, and he was asking for more rent than I was looking for, but his profile did say no gays. And I thought,
Could be a problem.
I'm not that gay.
No, you're not that gay, but you are gay. It's like,
Who would write no gays?
Well, everyone lists their sexuality as like queer and queer friendly and stuff, and some people just don't want to live.
Depends if it was in capitals. Was it in all capitals?
yeah.
Lowercase. That's all right, isn't it?
Well, that's
Lowercase.
okay. I think you can turn him. You can over the line.
So it's either homophobe or a guy who wraps up dead people. What do you think?
I go to dead people.
What suburb are we talking as well?
It's west, isn't it? It's west.
In the west.
In the west.
There you
In
go.
the west. In the west.
Interesting.
If anybody's listening and they feel like they would be a good match for you, housemate-wise, how can they get onto you?
Well, they can call Nova right
they
now.
Can.
Oh, yeah,
They
right.
can. 13, 24, 10, yes.
I'd love to hear from you.
Now, let's talk about your book.
Yeah, this looks exciting. I'm millennial.
Yes, this is me whining about my generation.
Okay, now what are the years of millennials? I'm always so confused.
Millennials born between 1981 and 1996.
Okay.
Oh, they were great years for me. Let
Great
me just
years.
say.
So boomers
I only just miss out on being a millennial.
You be
Sort
Gen
of.
X. Well, Gen Y. You might be Gen Y.
I think I'm Gen Y.
I'm Gen X, but my kids call me Boomer, which really annoys me.
It's annoying.
And my son goes, "You've got Boomer attitude,
Energy.
Boomer
millennial.
energy."
You're
I'm
a
like,
millennial, aren't you, Brownie?
81, yeah. I was born in 81.
There you go.
You're on the
I
cusp.
thought I was it Y generation?
They change it
They're the same
occasionally.
thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is all very stupid. Just young people generally,
Yes.
and how young people are screwed over by the system, man, and how I'm going to fix everything. That's the book.
Well, you can't
Wow.
buy a house. It's always about buying houses and
Yep.
property. The Boomers have got everything. The Gen Xers now have everything. So
And the ALP, mainly the ALP. And the Greens are going to fix everything. Yeah.
Tom,
you know, more teal.
Real
Tom.
quickly back to politics. Pang made a good point that he doesn't get invested in Aussie politics too much.
Yes.
Because it's just flooded with dorks. In all the parties.
Yeah.
And then you got like Pauline Hanson up north. Like, if she's in one of the top jobs, how seriously can we really take all this?
Oh, you shouldn't take it seriously. That's ridiculous.
Oh, lovely.
And if
It's
you're
a
in
sport, Dino.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Real fun.
But there are good people, like
yeah?
Anthony Albanese.
There it is. And lucky he could be in the studio.
Good.
Yeah.
We should have a political debate on this show on a regular basis. You and me, Dave. On behalf of our respective parties.
See Tom at Comedy in the West.
Oh, yeah.
7:30 tomorrow night. Tickets at kindredstudios.com.
I love a start time of 7:30.
That's great.
Thank you.
We'll all be done by 9:30.
And again, it's a great lineup. It's incredible.
It is a great lineup.
No calls for potential housemates.
Oh, that's
either.
weird, isn't it?
Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
If you've never seen Brownie's Saturday Night Live footy show, Best on Ground, it was once described as
magnificent.
And if you want to be there, 13, 24, 10. It's a loose environment, John.
Benny Lomas is there.
It's very loose. Benny Lomas, the greatest crowd warmer-upper this nation has ever seen.
And also, I'm going to hazard a guess here. One of the greatest human beings that's ever drawn breath.
Beautiful man.
You know,
He's got skeletons.
You know, for his birthday, we all put in money. Dilrook organised it. His friend Dilrook J. Singer, the comedian. We all put in money for a sauna for him in his backyard.
Oh, did you guys pay for that? I was wondering.
Nice.
He
Yeah.
loves that sauna.
He loves that sauna.
Yeah, he
And then
loves it.
Swanee got one because he got one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, you can come along and have a heap of fun. It's fun as hell. Bucks is on fire. Bucks gets a photo with everyone.
I went
in
to the very
audience
first
afterwards.
episode. Remember, I was like
You're an
a
original
proud
one.
show mum.
504 Fox Footy.
Yeah. After a big game too, Carlton Melbourne, that leads us to
Sucking footy.
We watched it the other night. There was a very funny skit where they went to Geelong, which of course we love.
Yeah.
And they did the thing with Tommy and Eddie Betts and stuff.
the goal. Was that the goal kicking thing?
Yeah, the goalkeeper was very funny.
Eddie's because Eddie's like a part-time assistant coach down there.
But Eddie's very funny.
Mate, he's a funny man. He's a good
very
man,
funny
Eddie.
man.
What was I going to say?
Are we doing Cripper now?
Yes, Cripper. That's right, because Swanee said talking footy, and we
Yes.
spoke about Melbourne Carlton, and Cripper will be playing tomorrow night.
That's incredible.
Can you believe
You
that?
predicted this.
Swanee.
Here's the audio.
Thank you for saying that.
I think he should get off. I think it's a football incident.
Now, let's just do the recap, just in case people are coming late to the party.
Yep.
What's the genesis of this issue? There was an issue in the game.
He knocked over Calamachi, plays for the Lions, who was knocked out.
Went to the tribunal.
I thought it was a
2
footy
weeks?
incident. Well, the MRO said 2 weeks for you, and he said, well, we don't like that. We
No.
don't like it. We're going to take it to the tribunal.
We beg to differ.
The tribunal agreed with the MRO and said 2 weeks for you, Cripper. Go straight to jail. Do not collect $200. And Cripper said, no, stuff you.
Wouldn't have thought so.
Stuff you. I'm going to take it to the appeals board.
Yeah.
Last night, in a marathon hearing, including a 2.5 hour deliberation, which probably would be the record.
Snore.
They came back and they said, Cripper, you are free to play. And
You heard it here first, people.
We did.
all the lunatics in Lygon Street went out and partied. Like Italy had just won the Soccer World Cup. It was
He should have
unbelievable.
got 1 week at least, though, for that.
No.
I'm going to go.
Oh, he knocked the guy out.
No, you should not, because there is a thing called a football incident.
Oh, right.
It is a contact sport.
I'm going to use that
And
next
every
time
now
I'm
and again,
lining up at the nightclub. That was a football incident.
Yeah, what do you want?
Every now and again you go for a football.
No, he should have got
and
1
then
week.
at the last split second, you realise that you're not going to get to the football before your opponent.
Agreed.
And when you're in mid-air, Swanee...
What can you do?
What can you do apart from close your eyes and maybe start to brace yourself?
Yeah.
Which is what Cripper did.
But, John, if you knock someone out doing this football incident, should there be a penalty?
Well, it shouldn't be. Well, it's like saying, okay, you know what
It's
we're
an
going to do?
accident.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to put speed limiters on race cars. We're going to keep it to 80 k's an hour, Swanee. So there's going to be no crashes.
Then why
How many
did-
people do you reckon to turn up and watch that?
Not many.
Not many.
How does it, the original guy, what's his name, who made the original decision, who gave the 2 weeks?
The MRO, Michael Christian.
Yeah, how's he feeling now?
Yeah.
He'd be last night. He'd be throwing things around the house.
Yeah.
I said, wife would be going, Michael, it's okay. No, I said 2 weeks. And they've overwritten. Oh, why am I even doing this job?
It's true.
You can imagine. He'd be like, why am I even doing this job? Seriously?
Well, we'll get an insight to Michael Christian's living room.
That's a great insight. I'm doing
Michael, have a drink, relax. No, I'm not relaxing.
Me and Pangy are doing a gig with Chris O next Friday.
Well, you'll ask
I'm
him.
going to tell him about that, see what it's like. Ask him the
Yes.
question.
He would not be happy.
This does make the season very exciting again. It's been one of the greatest seasons in recent memory. Would you agree, John?
It's been one of the great seasons.
It has.
I've loved this season. It's been high
So many
scoring.
twists and
Twists and turns, great momentum swings.
He's a cuckold. He's been cuckolded.
Explain.
What's a cuckold?
We're back on Michael
Christensen.
Christensen.
Anyway, we'll
Back
move
on-
on.
God almighty. Anyway, this is still a breakfast show where kids are in the car, Dave O'Neill.
No, that's a fair word. It's
Is
not
it? Oh, is that a fair word?
Yeah.
Dino's just told me about those words he sees on some of those websites.
What? What?
Cripper, Ben Cunnington's back for North Melbourne. Great news. We love Ben Cunnington.
Yes.
It's a tough name when he's playing with Jaden Hunt, Swanee.
Calvin Cunnington.
Calvin Cunnington, Michael Veach.
Do you remember Calvin Cunnington?
No.
He was a guy on Fast Forward, and whenever there was a rude word that sounded a bit rude, he'd go, he worked in an office.
Yeah,
He was
did too.
amazing.
Yeah, and he
funny.
said,
Love
Very
that.
funny.
Ben Cunnington, though, back from testicular cancer, Swanee.
Yes, great.
So he's a great player, North Melbourne's best player. Much love down at the Shinboners. So it's great to see him back. Big boy Ben McAvoy's just retired. He's retired to go and tend to his farm up Storway.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's a big, I think he's a sheep farmer or a wheat farmer, big Benny boy.
Nice.
He's the captain of Hawthorn as well, Swanee. So well done. Premiership player to Hawthorn. So a
Sounds
great
like
career.
A nice tree change.
What I noticed too also, the footy tipping. This goes to show that sometimes our punditry is a bit overrated, Swanee. Or our knowledge. And knowledge.
Really?
Case in point.
Yes.
I'm going to go to the Herald Sun footy tipping. Today I checked we're going into the penultimate round. So not a lot of room to make up. If you're behind on the footy tipping, Tough work.
Yeah.
You only got 2 weeks to do it. Jane Bunn, leading the footy tipping of the Herald Sun.
The great Jane Bunn.
The great Jane Bunn, the weather girl for Channel 7. 19 behind David King and Dermot Brereton.
Wow.
Shame on you, blokes.
What idiots.
Okay? Thieving money from Fox Footy.
Yeah, why should I
Sitting up
listen
there.
to anything they say?
That's right. David King there with
The
his
stats
lab
man.
coat.
The stats man.
The stats man, going through all this stuff. He can't even get within a bull's roar of Jane Bunn on the footy tipping. And I know how seriously Kingy takes it.
Does he really?
Shame on you, Kingy.
Yep.
Shame on you.
What sort of person takes footy tipping seriously?
Jane Bunn, obviously.
Kingy. Well, Kingy's lost all credibility, and so has Duck, both of them.
Righto.
They should pack it up.
Now, I'm just going to take you to my final piece for talking footy. Jesse White used to play for Sydney and Collingwood. He's now playing in the amateur leagues in South Australia. Now, this is a lot of effort to go to try and play a game of football. We've spoken about Cripper and the ins and outs that Cripper do, but Cripper didn't have to take it all the way to the Supreme Court, which he potentially could have done. They could have taken the next step. Well, Jesse White, in an amateur football league in Adelaide, has done that very thing.
What?
He was suspended for 3 weeks for striking. Coming up to the last round of the season, they said, no, you can't do it. He went to the appeals tribunal. No, you're still not allowed to pay. He has now taken his case to the Supreme Court of South Australia.
Is that expensive, man?
Absolutely it is. The lawyer turned up. The lawyer's name is Sam Abbott, and he's a QC. He's hired Sam Abbott.
This reeks of a rich daddy. Or mummy.
This is ridiculous.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Sam Abbott, the QC, told Supreme Court Auxiliary Justice Sidney Tillmouth that his client was denied procedural fairness. Judge Tillmouth agreed with the QC and put a stay of proceedings in place, and Jesse White is free to play. You know the reason he's trying to play?
Why?
There's one game to go, and he hasn't played enough games to qualify for the final series.
Oh.
He needs one more game, so he qualifies to play in the finals. He's taken it all the way to the Supreme Court.
Wow.
So he is now free to play. He'll play, and then he's qualified for the final
Honestly,
series. They go on to make it.
Human beings really are wired differently from each other, aren't they?
Oh, my God.
Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Friday. I hope you've got a gorgeous weekend planned. You just got to get through today, and your prize is 2 days off.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Those, of course, are the dulcet tones of Dave O'Neill filling in
Good
for
morning.
Sam Pang on his regular Friday off.
I'm here.
I'm walking 300 kilometres. I've got a big day planned and 2 big days. I've got a bit of catching up to do because the last 2 days I've been a bit busy, sadly. But yesterday was double the donations.
Yes.
And I'm now sitting at $41,000.
That's fantastic. You should re-record the Proclaimers I Will Walk 100 miles.
500 miles.
That's
Come
true.
on.
That is true.
On the to-do list, man.
Magnificent.
So I'm just going to do a little calculation here. 40, what did I say? 40,000?
41,000.
60 to go. No, 59 to go.
59 to go.
And it's only the 12th of August, so I reckon we're on track.
1,600 people who will regain their sight.
Amazing.
That is unbelievable.
Huge.
I want you walking like Kerry Saxby Jr. today.
Yes, I am going to. I'm doing
Really
Albert
strong
Park Lake. Thank you so much for donating. I really, really appreciate it.
Keep it coming. Go to
You're
Swanee's
amazing.
Instagram in your bio, Swanee.
Yes, yes.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
One man's crutch
Yeah.
is in the news everywhere.
Is in the news again.
Yeah.
Many decades after it first made headlines. We, of course, are talking about Tommy Lee's member. Tommy Lee is the drummer from Motley Crue, ex-husband of Pamela Anderson.
Wild man.
A wild man. And
There was a doco at the start of the year. A doco.
I don't know whether it was a
Pam and
doco,
Tony.
it was a drama.
Oh, that's right, it was too.
Swanee, I once saw him DJ at a nightclub in Perth, and
Did
with
you?
him was a little person in a Superman outfit with a bottle of Jägermeister on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And I realised that after he punched me square in the genitals. Yeah, Tommy Lee for you.
Oh, sweet memories.
Tommy Lee.
Sweet memories. Anyway, yesterday, everyone's talking about his member because he posted it fair and square.
Really?
For everyone to see on Instagram.
Look at that.
With,
my
I'm just
God.
holding it. Is this the first time you've seen it?
Yes.
Good work, Tommy.
Okay, so
Yeah,
there he is. He's in a pool.
Yeah.
And
all his tattoos.
Yeah, and it's fully out.
Is it half masked, full masked? Thoughts?
No, I don't think it is.
It's a bit different than that video I saw about 25 years ago.
I agree. It does look a bit different, but that could be because the context is different. The last time we saw it, it was hooting a horn on a motorboat. It was a very clever penis, and it could do stuff like that.
Swanee, also, he could be part of the 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles, if you know what I mean.
I didn't know that such a league existed.
Apparently, that's the metric.
100%.
He's got some good tats going.
But he's got great tats. I don't think that's the focus of the picture. And just kudos to Brodie, who's actually, this is the first time in 7 years I've noticed that the photocopier can go to A3.
And colour.
And colour.
Jackie, Norman or Tommy Lee in terms of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Coverage.
Coverage.
I still reckon Norman might have him covered.
I reckon so too.
Shark. Jeez.
Wow.
Anyway,
good driver, the Shark.
It's caused a little bit of outrage because, you know, women that post photos of themselves breastfeeding get banned by Instagram. And that is a perfectly natural and non-sexual thing. And yet this man can post a full doodle shot and nobody cares. It stayed up for hours and hours. My phone was blowing up from friends going, have you checked out Tommy Lee's Instagram? And I knew it would be good, so of course I went straight there. But
oh no!
Oh God!
What happened?
Swan makes it funny now. It's time to laugh. Hang on just a second. 'Cause Swanee makes it funny.
this is where I take current affairs and make very bad, lame jokes about it.
Strap yourself in for this.
Yeah.
Just seen that photo of Tommy Lee's doodle. Does anyone else feel like an eggplant parmigiana?
Come on. Let's go. That's a strong one.
Wow.
Now that's what I call a bath bomb.
Yes.
I don't get it.
He's in the water.
Yeah, he's in the water.
He's in the water. Looks like eels are a freshwater species.
Can survive in chlorine.
It
apparently.
is a bit eely.
It is, isn't it?
It does look like an eel. It looks like an animal of some sort.
Slippery.
Snakes alive, more like giant python.
Jeez, Dave. Well
Snakes alive. Anyway, whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Anything goes in Swanee makes it funny.
Spitballing.
I'm just worried. How's he going to drum with only one drumstick? And let's finish off.
Yes.
That is
Big one.
clearly not a public pool. Looks like members only.
Oh, my God. No canoodling. No canoodling.
This is the Chrissy, Sam and Brownie podcast.
One man, many questions.
Why do they have different sizings for men and women in shoes when the length of the foot is the same? What colour are your undies today, Brownie? I just wanted to ask Brownie, what is his skin regime that it keeps him so good looking?
Have all the answers.
Magnificent. I run on my face.
Ask Brownie.
Just to answer your question, black waistband, light grey are the underpants.
Brownie, can I ask you a question?
Big fella's wearing today.
My kids often talk about this. You know when the football game ends on the AFL and, you know, obviously one team loses, one team wins. What do the players talk about? Because they're often talking to the opposition.
Yeah.
Like Paddy Dangerfield's often in a conversation with. Do you talk about the game that's just happened?
Not really. Good game. How's your family? You know, how's your old man going?
Oh, proper
How's your
combos.
mates?
Horse tips.
Horse tips, absolutely. Did you see that winner today in the 5th race at Sandown? It was an absolute doozy.
So you think...
What are
and
you
also,
watching on Netflix?
Yes. Did you see the photo of Tommy Lee on Instagram?
What do you think your purpose in this world is?
Yeah.
Light stuff.
Is it because they know each other from juniors and stuff like that too?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. All I remember, I didn't talk much to my opponents because in my first year, after about my 5th game, Essendon beat us by about 10 goals, and after the game, Michael Voss, who's my captain, and James Hurd, who was the captain of Essendon, they were engaging in a very cordial and actually smiling sort of conversation.
I remember this,
And Lee
not happy?
Got the footage and played it in slow-mo during our review meeting on the Tuesday and rewound it, played it again.
With Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith playing over the top of it.
No, silence. Silence. And all you could hear was, play it again. Play it again.
Whoa.
Play it again. And then obviously Lethal Unloaded then. and said, "Do you think it's funny losing by 10 goals?
Okay.
Do you think it's funny?" And then after that, I never spoke to another opponent again after a game, win, lose, or draw.
The great
Scar.
shame.
Jonathan made a fart noise after Lethal said, "Do you think this is funny?"
No, he said, Lethal said, "Pull my finger."
Yep.
I pulled the finger and then.
Let's go to Gary from East Bentley. Gary, what is your question for Brownie?
Morning, Brownie. Brownie, when is it okay to lie to your children? And, you know, not just lie. We teach our kids to be honest. So when's it okay to actually stick to the lie and, you know, fully just hang on to it?
When they try and have a day off school and you need them to go to school. So I've engaged in some little lies this morning to get my little fella Jackie boy to school.
Well, just to recap, he's going to hurtle down a billy cart race with me in the same car. You said yes to. And if that's legally possible, you dangled that as bait.
Yes.
But he also said, Swanee... that
we're not sure if it's legally possible.
No, not yet.
So we're just checking that clarifying that with the lawyers. There may be an over 18 rule there.
You also lied to your son and said if you go in this race, you might get a girlfriend.
I think too, Gary, anything about, you know, the classic lies... Mr. Whippy, they play that noise when they've run out of ice creams. That's a classic one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, all the chocolate bars in the shop are display only. You can't buy them and eat them.
I think it's okay to lie to your kids when you know that they're not mature enough to understand the nuances of other things.
Yes.
Gary, you satisfied, man?
Well, it's always tough when they catch you out in that line, especially when it's those things that they're not meant to know about, but I'm satisfied.
Yeah, it's a means to an end. If it serves a purpose, means to an end, Gary, you can lie. Don't worry about it. You'll be right, mate.
Gary, you've just won a whole bunch of donuts for all your kin, your children.
Yes.
A Daniel's dozen. It's Daniel's Donuts, and they're very, very good.
Sarah from Ashburton. Sarah.
Hi, Brownie. I was just wondering why, when girls run, their ponytail swings from side to side instead of like back and front, sort of thing. Like if we're running straight.
Yeah, right.
Good point.
It's the motion. That's all I can explain. I say is the motion. So when you're running, the head does not stay dead still, unless you're Usain Bolt, which most girls and boys, for that matter, are not. So when you run, you tend to, especially amateur runners, you tend to swing your head around trying to get momentum. Therefore, your ponytail's going to swing from side to side. Good answer, you've done it again. Dino, where's the answer thing?
Just enjoying Ari. Sorry, brother. That was a good answer, though.
Yeah.
Sarah, you got some donuts too. Daniel's Donuts.
Ooh. Yum.
You know,
we'll leave Jack alone.
That's a key to running, Swanee. You've got to keep your head still.
Is it? That.
Yeah. As soon as you start wobbling about, it slows you down.
Does it?
Absolutely.
Michael, excellent question from you. Off you go.
Hi, Brownie. Can you explain déjà vu to me and why it happened?
Isn't it the weirdest, most magical thing that happens, Michael?
Always feels like you're there, but you've never been there.
Yeah.
Memory.
It's weird.
Déjà vu.
Memory.
I'd love to, I mean, no shade on you, Jonathan, but I would love to speak to somebody who's got an answer on that.
Like a psychologist.
Just some, like...
surely Brownie will have one.
I wouldn't have thought so, Michael.
Déjà vu. It's a very good question.
It is.
Remember when you won your third premiership? You just went, I've been here before.
I've been here before. Well, it isn't déjà vu. Déjà vu is a repeating of something.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a feeling already been there.
Already been there.
Yeah.
But you have been there.
No.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. Okay.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
It has never happened before, and yet it feels as if it has.
Yeah, but there's dreams. There's dreams that haven't happened. There's dreams that haven't happened before as well.
Michael, you must feel unsatisfied.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment, definitely unsatisfied.
We've got some donuts to make you feel satisfied.
Yeah. Donuts, brother.
I don't even think donuts are satisfied.
All right. Well, what about a NutriBullet? Did you just take it?
That would definitely satisfy.
Now it is bribing.
The NutriBullet is amazing.
Is it good?
But you have to say, wow, what a satisfying answer. Off you go.
It's the same part of the brain.
Wow, what almost a satisfying answer.
Now, Michael, we're going to try and find an answer for you because I'm deeply interested in that stuff too.
It's the same part of the brain that works on dreams, okay? Right, it's a similar type thing. Don't worry about that.
All right, sure.
Righto?
That 100% feels correct. No further questions, please.
Yeah.
Nicole, mysteriously, your question isn't written on the screen here. So
we don't know.
What is your question for Brownie, Nicole?
Hi, guys. How you going?
Good, Nicole.
That's good. I would like to know, Brownie, if you have any hot single AFL mates you could hook me up with.
Wow.
Great
What
question.
age group are you looking for, Nicole?
7 years, and we've never been asked that.
What age group are you looking for?
Yeah.
Are you looking for a retired player?
Yeah, retired. I've got Ricky Nixon's number.
Well, I'm 38, so probably most likely the older generation.
How low will you go,
what's your
though?
bar?
The bar is probably 25.
Oh,
Okay.
Big goalposts.
What about characteristics? Like you prefer redheads, brunettes?
No, darker hair. Yeah, brunettes, darker hair.
Children? No children?
No children.
What about no hair? I'm thinking Uncle Martin. Is he taken?
No.
He's taken. He's taken.
Definitely prefer hair, if possible. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm trying to think of ex-teammates. Most of my boys are all still together with their team.
Really?
We got the reunion coming up in a few months. Might change after that.
What about current players? Any current players?
Dion Prestia is on the hunt, apparently, from Richmond.
Really? Okay, I'll look him up.
So, as they say...
Dion Prestia, he's a star.
Hey, guys, I've put my profile on public so that whoever you refer, they can have a look at my photos.
I love this.
Tell you what, we'll get Neil Baum on the phone. We'll get Neil Baum on the phone as the GM of Richmond, and we'll get him to talk to Dion Prestia, and then we'll get back to you, Nicole, with an answer.
That would be fabulous.
Give your Instagram a plug, Nicole.
Is my what, sorry?
Where
Give
is the
your
photo?
Instagram. Where's the photo?
Where's the photo on?
Instagram.
They're just on my profile. If you go to...
is it Instagram or Facebook?
Goddamn handle.
Instagram, sorry. Instagram,
There's lots of Nicoles, Nicole. Where are we going to find you?
Yes.
I'll send you guys my profile.
Okay.
I'll send it in a link.
Mate, we just had a chance to put it over the radio.
We could have put it on.
She only wants AFL players.
All right.
Got the same...
warehouse guy. She wants AFL players.
What about the same photos as Tommy Lee on there, Nicole?
Well, my last name is Long, Long, and I'm a skinny blonde.
Speaking of Tommy Lee.
Oh, God.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
But now, because Uncle Dave's in Sam's chair...
Dave's Diary.
Oh, yes. I'm a stand-up comedian. I get out there, out and about.
Tickets to your show is harder to get than Dua Lipa's too.
Correct.
I don't know about that.
Correct.
You went at the Garfield pub on Tuesday where I was performing.
Where's Garfield?
Garfield's near Cooey Rup, kind of on the way to Warrigal on the right. It's a beautiful country town, little country town.
The correct answer to the question, where is Garfield, is on the couch eating lasagna.
Yes, next to Opie or
Opie.
Opie.
Yeah.
Doing a gig down there, and there was comedy gold in the crowd. There was a big guy sitting down the front, and I said, "What do you do for a job?" And normally he'd be a plumber or a teacher, maybe. He ran a kebab shop.
Yes.
Al's Kebabs.
Yes.
And then I said, "Well, so you've obviously had a few kebabs, mate." And then I said,
"Was he a little to have a few extra kilos?"
Big as me.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Where's Mrs. Kebab?" And on cue, she walked in. I go, "Ladies and gentlemen, Donna Kebab is here."
Oh, my God.
And I said, "Al, are you wrapped in her or what?"
Oh, my
Anyway.
God. Is she your foil?
Very
not
good.
bad, John.
I like it. That's
Not
really
bad at
good.
all.
Does she like your special sauce?
Whoa!
Where were you at Garfield on Tuesday? Anyway, he's kebab.
The foil one's really strong.
His kebab shop is...
Take a leaf out. That's what he makes it funny.
It's not in Garfield tonight. It's in Longwarry, which is near Garfield. So if you're in Longwarry, Al's Kebabs, get down there.
Great.
Okay. See Big Al.
I haven't had a kebab for that long.
You're about to say Gasper then?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Similar shape.
Entree, Gasper, main kebab. On unsteady legs at 3 in the morning. Yeah.
I love a kebab. No surprise there. Yesterday morning at 9 a.m, I was at the Mornington High School. I think it's called a college now, doing the teachers.
What?
Doing the teachers.
They have like an in-service day. There's no kids in the school.
Is that what goes on those in-service days?
They bring in a comedian.
Dave O'Neill does the teachers.
Is that a video?
Not like that. They were great. They were awesome. Teachers are often fantastic.
Yeah. I agree. I love a good teacher.
There was an older gentleman, probably around my age, Jim, and he was wearing a very bright coloured jacket and a tie. I said, "What have you let the lollipop man come in? What's he doing here?" And I said, "What's with the outlandish clothes?" And he said, "I'm Greek." I said, "Oh,
Really?
you still living at home, Jim?" That was it.
Is he like kebabs?
You'd think so.
Go down and see old
not a
Jimmy boy
kebab.
down at...
Souvlaki.
Yeah, or a gyros.
Souvlaki.
My old man used to wear... I'm not sure it's that fashionable, but when Dad was teaching, he just retired this year, he'd wear the short sleeve shirt with the tie.
Yes.
I love it. That's very Homer Simpson.
100%.
There was an older PE teacher who I was picking on called Graham, and
Yeah.
he's similar to you.
Yeah, Dad was PE teacher.
Yeah, of
You know,
course.
Dad, you are. I know you're 60, but you look and you look like you're 40. You don't have to look like you're about 80. You don't have to dress like you're 80.
Brady, that reminds me of Malcolm.
That's a certain type of teacher, though, that can get away with that.
true,
Brian
true,
was.
yeah.
Malcolm Douglas in Falling Down, where he
Yes. Yes,
It is too.
He has the tie and the
Michael
short sleeve
Douglas.
shirt.
It's a psychopath's uniform.
It's great. Coming up, I've got some great gigs. I'm doing the Independent Vets of Australia's conference dinner.
Wow. That's
good.
Thank God they're independent. I don't like vets that are not independent.
Oh, the vets are independent. What does that mean? Does that mean they just work for themselves?
I
They don't
think
work
so.
as part of a big conglomerate.
What do you think I walk in with a bucket on my head?
a cone so you can't lick yourself.
Yeah.
Brother, that's good
Are they
physical.
the breakaway group from the RSL?
I don't know what they are. No, yeah, the RSL.
Hey, I've got a visual gag for you, which I think they'll really like.
Yeah.
You can say, I'm the MC, but I'm also a waiter. Here's your entrees, and just little balls of mince with tablets inside.
No, I'll rub your chin
Yeah,
when you
rub
eat.
your chin. Jeez, you'll have a lot of material for
Will
the
I?
vets.
The
Yeah,
vets.
Right.
absolutely.
I love a vet.
A little drop of something behind the neck.
We used to go to a vet in Hawthorne, and we had cats, and he used to say,
The cat clinic.
I don't know, it wasn't a cat clinic.
Oh.
It was in Hawkesburn, I believe.
Oh, in Hawkesburn.
A long time ago. I don't think he's still there. And he used to say, I don't really like cats. And she'd bring in your cat.
How weird.
And I go, mate, you got a picture of a cat and a dog, and it's not a budgie and a dog. It's a cat and a dog.
It's a cat
mate.
and a dog.
Take the cat off your logo.
I don't think I'd trust a vet that didn't like cats.
That's the next one is the Australian Glass and Windows Awards.
What? Say that again.
Australian Glass and Windows Design Awards night.
Geez, you'll be a few glass eyes there. That
Hey, I can see right through them.
Don't put a glass eye to sleep.
I know you're a pain, but I can see right through you. As my dad used to say.
Can you smash some glass as part of the routine?
Good one.
No, it's just an idea. Like it's not
that wasn't a joke.
It wasn't
it wasn't a joke.
Yeah, like to get their attention, smash some glass.
Get a windscreen on stage. It's all building up to the, and I don't know. I'd be interested to know if anyone can guess what this actually is. I'm doing the 2022 Rotational Moulders Conference Dinner.
Rotational moulders?
Rotational Moulders. What is that?
What is it?
Is it like clay? Is it like pottery? Like
I think it's like it must be industrial, where they rotate moulders. Like they mould stuff and then they rotate.
Oh, like in Ghost.
No.
No, that's pottery. It's a pottery wheel. No, in a
It'd be
factory.
like a part.
Yeah, like a part.
Yeah,
in a
like a
factory.
turn, like a wood turning machine.
I'll read it
Read it again, Dave.
Let's see. 2022 Rotational Moulders Conference Dinner.
Never heard of such a thing.
That's the perfect hotel for this event. The Pullman.
Rotational. Hello, welcome to the Rotational Moulders Dinner. Then I'll go do all my rotational moulder jokes.
When is that? When is that?
That's in grand final week on the Monday night.
Wow.
Rotational moulder.
Have you got any
doing the
rotational moulder jokes?
No, I've got to work on some.
Yeah, you will. Well, you got to work out what the industry is for starters.
I'll come on to You Spin Me Right Round, Baby Right Round.
Perfect.
By
That's
Pete
good.
Burns.
And maybe a few jokes about X-Files, like Scully and Mulder. Rotational Mulder.
Good one.
Yeah, you like it?
I'll say I'm more of a fan of stationary moulders, guys. I don't really like the rotating ones. You've got the wrong comedian.
I need to
Job.
Google what that is. That is the
Rotational
funniest
moulder.
thing you've brought.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissy, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
In over 100.